Hi, it's Sabria. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below. Today I'll be giving you guys a tutorial on how to do a middle part flip over sew-in. For this install, I'm going to be using her from my brand, Belux Tresses. I'm going to be using 2 bundles of our Virgin Cambodian Special Curly 26 inches, and I'm going to be doing another 2 bundles of our 28-inch Virgin Cambodian Burmese Curly. Now let's get into the tutorial. So right here, I'm just parting out all the leave-out I want. I'm going to part out my middle part as well as my front for my flip over. So at first, I just was going to regularly braid my leave-out. Then I had this thought that since I'm installing curly hair, why not wet my leave-out a little bit, add some curling defining cream, and then just twist it. That way my natural leave-out will blend in with the curly hair. I did part out and twist my other side's leave out off camera, but now that that's all finished, we're going to get into threading this needle. Threading the needle is easy. Y'all just watch me and y'all gonna get it. But I do like to prep my needles for my sew-ins. I like to prep about 10 to 12 needles, and that just kind of quickens up the process of a sew-in instead of stopping every time you run out of thread to thread another needle. I do want to note that you should knot your thread maybe 3 or 4 times, no less than it. Now I'm going to start doing my braiding foundation. I do like to use a little bit of shiner gel, just a tad bit on each braid on my fingers. I feel like it just helps me grip the hair better. You're going to want to take a really small section of hair when you're doing those braids close to the leave out. I just do 2 small braids going back. You do want to take out small sections, and this honestly depends on the person's or your hair density. The foundation is the most important part of a sew-in, so you want it flat and not bulky. But it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered up. You guys will see the back of my head in a second, and it's not the prettiest sight, but the sew-in is going to be flat. A tip I learned from a master hairstylist a long time ago that I always remember with sew-ins is when pouring out the hair for braiding, take a smaller section than you think. And y'all, do not mind how red my eye is. Them lashes was irritating me. Every time I get lashes, one of my eyes do that. Like, I don't know if I'm allergic to glue or what, but if y'all know a solution to that, please let me know down below. So I'm just going to continue braiding down all my hair for the foundation. I did one side off camera, but I am going to speed this process up because it's fairly repetitive. This is not a tutorial on how to scalp braid. If y'all need help with scalp braiding, look that up separately, because I don't know how I could possibly teach somebody how to do that. I'm sorry. It just seems so hard to explain. If anything, if you're a visual learner, then you might learn from just watching me. Okay, this is the back of my head, and so with that last braid, you want that to be in the middle. That's why you braid one side first and then the other side. And so then you're just going to connect those 2 braids from each side into that middle braid. And I left out that hair like in the back because I just wanted to relieve some of the tension. That being braided up, it would have been bothering me. My foundation's done. Now we're just going to sew up that braid, that last braid that's hanging. Now you just want to add in the oil of your choice. I'm using Wig Dealer's growth butter and just some wild growth oil from the beauty supply. Now let's get into actually sewing the hair in. Honestly, sewings are really easy, y'all. It's just time consuming. I like to pin up my track just to make it easier for me to sew. And then you're just going to sew upwards. And I do like to flip my track so I don't have to cut up my wefts. So this right here is just how I do that. Now, if I was doing probably a sewing, I was wearing straight hair, I would actually flat iron that piece that I'm going to flip. But honestly, my wefts are like really thin, which is good because my hair is still full, but the wefts are not thick at all. That's how you know you have some good hair too. But yeah, like with my wefts, I really don't have to flare on them. That part also just showed you how I end the needle when I need to start a new one. So my first bundle, I just did ear to ear, and now we're going to bring up our second bundle going towards our face, of course, and I did double those tracks. That goes into another thing about my wefts. Like, it's fine for me to double my tracks this close up to my face because it's not going to look bulky when I do the flip over or anything because the wefts are a good size. So the whole time I've been sewing in an upwards motion, but I feel like when I'm going left to right, I like to start sewing down. Now we have 2 of the 4 bundles installed, and I'm starting to feel myself. I know it's gonna turn out so cute. And this is my birthday style, so I'm just excited today. Like, I was in such a good mood. Wish me a happy birthday in the comments, y'all. I am posting this video late. My birthday was on November 20th. I'm posting it late because I would travel for my birthday, went back to my hometown, came back to college, had finals. So yeah, the video is a little behind. I doubled my wefts when I was sewing the first 3 bundles in. The only bundle I didn't do like that is the top one because I needed all of her to fit. So I'm just sewing in my last track on my perimeter braids. And do you guys kind of see how I'm doing like a loop? When I sew, I'm pulling the needle through that loop. And this is just to ensure that those perimeter tracks are really secure. Now that all the hair is sewed in, I'm going to start defining my curls, and I'm just using a little bit of Cantu and a little bit of conditioner. I honestly don't like Cantu, and wouldn't recommend using it on virgin hair because it's so expensive, but that's all I had on hand. So I just went through wet each section, put the products in, and then diffused my hair. And this is the finished product. I absolutely loved how it turned out. This hair is definitely giving birthday Puerto Rico trip, period. I love me some Cambodian hair. It blends so well with African American Leaveout. Let me know if you guys liked how big it looked before I defined the curls or this defined look. But of course, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Like and comment on this video and let me know what tutorials y'all want to see next.